Okay, I wanted to show everybody a couple iPad applications that I've been using to present in the classroom. The first one is Explain Everything, and this application I believe works with the iPad 1, and I know it works with the iPad 2. And this first slide just shows different ways you can put text on a whiteboard. But when you load up the application, there's a screen that gives you options to insert a page, arrange pages, write on a page with a pencil or pen, and you can change the color of the pencil or pen. You can also insert options of shapes and lines, like a circle, square, star, or arrow with different colors. And I'll show you an example here. Here's a red arrow, which you can drag right on the screen and then move around to highlight things that you're presenting or showing to the students. And then also there's a text box icon that when you click on, you can begin typing, resizing, centering, justifying. And then you're able then to move it around and even move it. Pictures, you can import pictures of from your photo album. You can also, if you have the iPad 2, direct input from your camera. You can insert an image from Dropbox and also from Evernote. Then you have the option to also delete items. I just deleted that. I could undo it. So there's a few examples of what you can do. And the whole time that you're writing on the whiteboard or drawing or throwing errors on your whiteboard. So this is the first example of what the page looks like coming into on your iPad screen. As you can see I'm moving the slide around, and you can move it anywhere on the screen that you want to. You can also then point out items with the arrow, which I do. So when you come to explain everything, the first item that you have to select is the new project item. The new project item allows you to create a blank project, import a project from, say, the Dropbox if you've saved a Keynote or PowerPoint or PDF file. So these are the options you have: blank, import from Evernote, import from Dropbox, and then import from Photos. You'll notice on some of mine I already have on my desktop here or prior weeks of podcasts that I've created. You'll notice this one's almost an hour in length. And the way that I use it in class is I will have the slides ready and just press the record button, go through the discussion time, and then when you're finished you can export that entire presentation to YouTube, or save it as a movie and upload it to iTunes U, which I do both. Now this slide just shows so going to the Dropbox, selecting a keynote, and then when you get to the next slide after you've imported, it'll ask you, do you really want to choose this slide? And then you will click the choose button. And then it begins to import the, in this case, keynote slide. And it's loading the document, and you'll see it on your screen, loading slide by slide, each one of the slides in to explain everything. Finally, when it's finished, it'll tell you how many slides have been imported. You'll be on current slide 1 of whatever. And then I'll explain some of these tools over here on the left of the screen here. This first one is to add a page, or insert a page. This is to rearrange your pages, to write, put a pointer on your screen like the one I'm using here. And you can choose different colors and shapes and sizes. Type, insert a picture from your photo album or from, say, Dropbox. Delete an existing object. Change the foreground, middle ground, or background of the object, and then undo. These items over here, you can export to a movie, as a movie, save as a movie, save, home, and then it just gives you information here about the project you're working on. And then here's a timer, record button, play button, forward fast, and reverse. The website is explaineverything.com. It's a fairly reasonable application, not real expensive on the Apple App Store, iPad Store, and I definitely recommend it. If you're looking for something to use in the classroom or in your office, in the classroom you can plug in your VGA connector and everything that's on your screen will show up on the overhead using the iPad 2. Also, I believe it's also compatible with the iPad 1 as far as VGA out. And so even if you don't have the iPad 2, this is compatible with iPad 1 using VGA out on the application. The next I'd like to talk about is an application, a new web browser called Puffin. And this is what the icon looks like. The Puffin icon looks like. And one of the reasons I like this application is Safari does not view, and other web browsers I've found does not view RBC Eagle too well and render the website too well. You cannot navigate properly. Things do not load properly. Well, this web browser is what's called a Flash web browser that allows you to go navigate full page as you would a regular browser using the iPad on the RBC Eagle site. It also allows you to play YouTube videos. The one thing I've found it does not allow you to do, which the other ones don't either, is to create a brand new email in Eagle. You can reply to an existing email coming in, but composing an email, a brand new email, it looks like there is some glitches in that still. And I think that's partly on the Angel learning side. But besides that, you can navigate all of your pages just fine, scroll up and down, play videos, add things to your lessons, which is really nice. On this slide here is just an example of what it looks like, what Eagle looks like loaded up in this browser, Puffin browser. You'll notice one of the first things you'll notice maybe is I do have a video, YouTube video, on this one of my announcements of the course website in RVC Eagle, and it does allow you to play it right on the site. And again, full navigation, where it does allow you to do scrolling either up or down, no problem. And that was one of the limitations of other browsers for the iPad, specifically on Angel, RVC Eagle. And this is just another screenshot of a video, YouTube video posted that, again, you're allowed to play immediately as you come in to the site using this Puffin web browser. Also, any other type of Flash type of applications like I have here for online office. Meebo I use for online office. It can also be rendered fine on this browser. So there's just a few examples of applications that I wanted to let everybody know about. Again, Explain Everything and Puffin, both reasonably priced applications. And I definitely recommend them. If you have any questions, you can email me. And when I find other new applications, I'll just create a real quick podcast. And I actually created this whole podcast using Explain Everything. And so, if you have any questions, give me an email, and have a great semester.